Got a bit of a ramble review for you guys here. First impressions of Call of Duty Vanguard. I didn't like the game. I had fun for a few hours. Full transparency. I try to be as unbiased and fair as possible. Today we're going to talk about the good and bad of Vanguard. Ultimately, I will not be buying this product, but this game, no lie, has given me more faith in the franchise than I've had in about the past decade. I think they're doing things to get back to their glory days. I think they're picking up that they need to fix and go back to the things they did well. They had the winning formula. They were the best franchise out there a decade ago. And then they kind of lost sight of themselves trying to evolve and trying to innovate, and it got messy and sloppy, and they haven't since corrected that path. So today I'm going to talk about Vanguard. Talk about what they've done good, what I think they've screwed up on, and what they can improve on. But either way, my name is Pwn. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for sharing part of your day with me. If you guys can, leave a like on the video and support it if you enjoy it. Feel free to leave your own comments down below. Tell me how you felt about Vanguard, if you're going to buy it or not. And ultimately subscribe if you enjoyed today's content, and tick that bell so you don't miss any future videos. I'm going to have a comparison video between the 2042 beta, Battlefield, and Vanguard here soon. So, we're going to start off with the good. We're going to save the juicy bad for the end. But the good is a short list, but it's a very valuable and potent list. So I enjoyed the shooting in this. I enjoyed the animation, the action of shooting. The recoil was good. Short of sniping, which honestly is too easy, especially in a game where customization is influential as it is, and well, you don't really need any of that stuff to hit a one shot. The shooting felt good. It really did. Surprisingly, I enjoyed it, and sounds and everything, the whole part of doing that. Little thing, but something I appreciated. The big one for me is map design. Now, this is the biggest compliment I can give them, because to me personally, Call of Duty has not been good since Black Ops 2. It's been that long for me. The map design reminded me of old school maps, like Modern Warfare 3 maps, Black Ops 2 maps, back when they made lanes. When it was a middle lane, a left lane, a right lane, a couple of connectors, a couple of head glitches, bam. Call of Duty. It enabled run and gun. But in the recent years, they developed all these maps with elevation and windows, and I think they've kind of embedded this Warzone thing, and they try to coexist and have this relationship where the mechanics overflow from both the Battle Royale and the multiplayer, and I don't think it meshes well. And I'm gonna die on this hill. I don't think it does well. And it felt so refreshing, because if I had to add one thing that Call of Duty needed to bring back, I would say it was traditional classic map design. They did it well. It was chaotic. It was fun. You didn't have to think. You just ran in there, saw a guy, you both ADS'd, best shot, most accurate shot, won the duel, and you moved on and continued to do it and build up streaks. It was good. It was fun. It was fast. It was run and gun. And with all the map design and the head glitches and the windows and the elevation, camping and that behavior had elevated in recent years, because people didn't want to run out in the open because there were so many different places they can get shot from, in the back, from the side, and it really kind of burnt my interest in the franchise. So it's good. The maps themselves may not be phenomenal, but the design, the foundation of traditional Call of Duty maps is present in this, and that is the best thing they could have done for their franchise. Keep doing this. So it may not have paid out perfectly for this title with Vanguard, because there are some flaws. If they can run this through, maybe the next Call of Duty will be phenomenal. Moving on over, the player count flux. I enjoyed this because, like I said, the best part of Call of Duty is the chaos, the fun, the fast pace, and the 20v20, 24v24. Those game types were fun. I had a lot of fun playing those. They're definitely not balanced, but you didn't need them to be balanced, right? It didn't even make sense. Ultimately, it seemed like some very violent game of dodgeball. When you got to those higher player counts, it's like one team was on one side of the map, one was on the other side, and we just threw grenades and shot each other from across the way. Like, people didn't go to the middle because you're gonna just get picked off, right? There's no flanking. And how aggressive the spawn systems are, you always spawn in the same spot over and over and over again. Flipping really isn't a thing in the larger player counts, but it was still fun. And I enjoyed it until, obviously, it wasn't enjoyable. But it's something that I really enjoyed. It was a nice little twist to the game, and it added some intensity, but also some just chaos, and I love embracing that with Call of Duty. Another thing I enjoyed was the interactivity with the map and destruction. So there are times where I'd shoot at somebody and I'd see the bullet would chip off some paint on the wall, or the ability to just run through doors and break through windows. That destruction, it's not over the top, and it has a purpose, and I thought it was really, really neat. I remember playing my actual first game and walking out, and somebody shot a couple holes in the wooden in the wooden parts of the wall where somebody had barricaded it, and it had a little peeky hole, and my reaction to the stream was like, oh my god, what is this, siege? But it was just really neat, right? And I just full-on Kool-Aid man run through things now, and I loved it. Just a little thing, but I liked it. It was a nice touch, and I wouldn't have an issue with this coming back in future titles. Another little thing I liked, and I don't know if it's needed or necessary, was the nade arc. I thought it was cool. It worked well in this game. I don't think it's probably a healthy thing for a competitive environment, but for a casual or chaotic one, I dig it. I enjoyed it. So something I enjoyed. So that's my list of good. Now over to the sweet stuff, the bad. Now I have two major issues with this game, and the combination of these two, actually just one of them, is the reason why I won't be buying this game. As I said before, the map design was phenomenal. They're going back to the roots. It's finally where I feel like I can run out in the open and not just get picked off from some camper somewhere. Great design. Now, that opened up the freedom to run and gun again. This being said, the one issue really holding this game back, and if fixed, I would actually buy this game, is the ADS speed. And I think this ties into the customization in the game now with all the different attachments they use. But the ADS speed, to me, needs to be a set default, a standard, not something that should be influenced by customization whatsoever, and it needs sped up. When I ADS, it feels like it takes forever. Like I said, the old Call of Duties were good. You used to run around, and when you saw each other, then it was a duel. Then you would ADS, then you would shoot. The victorious one would move on and continue to whip ass. That works. In this game, if you're basically not already pre-aiming when you come around corners, you're going to lose that fight 9 times out of 10. And the adaptation to kind of aggressively play is a bunch of weird mobility, like jumping in around corners and then aiming while you do it or something. Like, you shouldn't have to do run jumps to try to survive coming around the corner without ADSing. But that's what people do because they don't want to slow down. That's what this game and the ADS and the slow ADS speed enables, is a slower pace. So they finally get good fast-paced maps, good design, where you shouldn't have to worry about moving freely and aggressively, but then the slow ADS speed means you have to pace yourself. It completely contradicts the entire development of the maps to me. So get rid of that slow-ass ADS speed, get rid of the differences in it, the statistics and the customization, make one fast ADS speed so that we can just run and gun and fully enjoy these maps. They fix that, I buy this game. That easy for me. That is something they need to change, and it's actually not uncommon in Call of Duty nowadays to have a slower one. And this, again, is because of how ingrained the Warzone experience has been for them. They're building both with the same mindset. That being said, that's why we have the customization system that we have now, which is so unnecessary. I can't shake how bad of a decision this is to me. It does nothing but complicate the game, because there is a drastic change in a well-developed and well-attached weapon to a guy with no attachments on it, right? There's a major advantage there. And because of this, there are so many variations on TTK, it's extremely hard to balance. It also creates a bottleneck issue right here, which ultimately ends at the same destination. Either you go with the crowd and you all use the same strong attachments and you end up with ultimately the same loadout as the other guy running the loadout because you all watched the same YouTube video or found out yourself. You're all still running pretty much the same identical loadouts because you have to, or you're at a disadvantage, and whoever isn't is being punished for it. So why create all this system when you could just have it like classic Call of Duty, where there are no crazy damage TTK variations? Maybe some attachments for stability or increased hip fire, throw a sight of your choice on there, take it back to where it was simple. Simple was easy to balance, simple was easy to work with. All of this customization, hard to balance, hard to work with, very punishing for people that don't understand the system, and it forces them to use what is mainstream anyways. It really just makes no sense to why it's even in the game if we're also going to end at the same place. I don't get it. Now, those are the two big issues that I have with the game, and the combination of those two is why I'm going to be skipping on the purchase of Vanguard. A few other little minor issues with the game. Audio. This would normally be a big problem for me, but I fully expect this to be patched. Again, this is a beta with competitive scenes and everything that exists with Call of Duty. I don't see them neglecting audio. It's not unheard of. But I felt like I didn't even need to have headphones on when I played. It was just non-existent. The sound was really hard to catch. It wasn't good. On that line, visibility in some maps was really hard too. There were times where I got shot by guys that were so well camouflaged with a map I couldn't even see them. That doesn't make for a good video game. Logically, it makes sense. Army, military, camouflage, get it, right? But in a video game, it doesn't work really well. It actually was one of the most crippling mistakes that Battlefield 5 had. And it's not in every map, so it's not like something that plagues the whole game, but I've noticed it, and I'm sure you guys have too, that visibility of some characters in certain areas are a little really difficult to see. Spawns are no-brainer. This game has very aggressive spawns. It kind of like roots you in one place. I will spawn in the same place like 38 times over, especially in the larger player count maps, which is understandable because, well, you're all kind of like forced onto one side, and as I said, it's just an aggressive, violent game of dodgeball with like bullets and grenades. That's kind of how it works. The spawns really need love in a couple of the game types. I'm not going to mention. Feel free to call it out in the comment section below, but a couple of the game types, the spawns were very inconsistent. Sometimes you were spawning on top of somebody, in front of somebody, right behind somebody. Other times you're spawning in the same area over and over and over again. It made for a very confusing experience as somebody that likes to learn spawns and get used to the movement and maneuverability and thresholds inside of the spawn system. Very weird system. Mounting. Oh man, I don't get this either. Again, good maps, run and gun playstyle. Then they throw in a camping mechanic that enables slow play, slow pacing, and then they gave it strafing too, so then it was easier for them to like not get hit. I really don't understand why this mechanic was thrown in. Again, they make one step forward with the maps, and then it's still a step back with the ADS speed, a further step back with mounting. It's just one of those mechanics they wanted to throw in to make it seem cool. It was a terrible idea, personally. That can just be gone from the game. Strip it. Last up, and this is a little thing to me, but domination's a crucial part of the game. I don't know if this was a bug or if it was intentional or not. Lord, I hope it's not intentional because it makes no sense. But the Dom flag capture zone, the radius, was way too small. I felt like I had to put that flag up my ass to cap it. I did. Like, there's no way that I can, like, lay prone or move anywhere and get behind cover or feel safe. I am vulnerable. And anytime anybody is pushing on me, they're going to know right where I am because I have to be that close to the flag to cap it, that a grenade is going to pick me off with ease. That, you know, it's not a large area that they may have to hit me. It's just a very easy, small area, and they can just destroy me. And because of this, it's going to intimidate people. People are not going to want to cap, like, middle map flags because of how close they have to be. Everyone will know exactly where they are. And there's not enough cover around them in most of the maps as well. So it's a very sketchy, worrisome idea. And I think they really need to expand the radius on the domination flags. But that being said, I did have fun. This isn't one of their better games. This isn't one of their worst games. It's just kind of a placeholder Call of Duty, in my opinion. It's right in the middle. Like I said, one fix with the ADS speed, and I would buy this game. It's that close. And I'm hoping that if they don't fix it in this game, which I highly doubt they will because, again, it's so embedded with the customization system, that they get rid of the customization system. They bring back traditional ADSing with aggressive speed, run and gun maps, and I'll buy your Call of Duty every damn year. I will. But that's my opinion, guys. Feel free to leave your own down in the comment section below. Thanks for sharing your day with me. Hope you're having a wonderful one. And let me know if you're going to buy this. I'm really curious about how many of you are on the fence or how many of you are sold on buying this game. So thanks again, guys. See you with another one soon.